Welcome back to the channel, friends. My name is Verona and I'm a nutrition coach who's on a GLP-1 journey. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 things nobody tells you before you start a GLP-1. If you're enjoying these videos, please do me a favor, because what that does is it helps YouTube push this out to more people who need to hear this message. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and do one more thing. If you're on a GLP-1 journey, what were some of your biggest concerns? And if you're considering starting a GLP-1, what are you looking forward to most? Let me know in the comments below. I'm going to be talking about these 5 things that nobody likes to tell you. They like to tell you, yeah, I'm on Wegovy, I'm Ozempic, I'm Manjaro. Oh my goodness, it's so good. When you're figuring out who to listen to, what should I listen to, where should I go, it just becomes noise, right? Now, the first thing is your weight is not magically going to fall off. I know that we would like it to, like some of us have got belly rolls, back fat, bra fat. I got all of the above, you know what I mean? They lied to you, okay? They lied to you. And I really think social media has convinced us that if we just take one jab, that's it. I'm gonna wake up 10 pounds lighter. No, okay? Sorry to burst your bubble, but that's not how it works. So this is a channel to help you understand and prepare for that journey. And if you spend enough time on TikTok, Instagram, where else are they? I don't even know. Facebook, in fact, I just deleted my Facebook the other day. They will convince you that they lost 20 pounds in 1 week. 20 pounds. That's a lot. And most of it, let me tell you, is water weight, babes. You know the people who have been constipated and haven't gone to the toilet for 4 days, even without the GLP-1s? That has all been water weight. Nobody loses that amount of fat in a month.
Are you serious?
As long as you are losing something, that's a good thing. Anyway, the reality is that GLP-1s are not magic. They are just a tool to get you to the destination that you're trying to get to. A little bit slower, but it does help you along the way. But what they do is they change some of the biological signals that influence our eating. So if you're somebody who has food noise, if I eat this, even though it's full of protein, how many calories is in it? Would it keep me fuller to lunch? All of that food noise, the GLP-1 can help subside that. So if you're somebody who has been overweight, and if you're somebody who's underweight or hasn't struggled with your weight, you might not identify with food noise. And that's okay. Not everybody does identify with food noise. I know I do. I open up the fridge, what am I gonna eat? I've got eggs, I've got this. Before I close the fridge and I go and order some takeaway, I'll pick somebody else to do it, okay? If you're with me, say pick somebody else in the comments. But there's no time. You've got 5 kids screaming and they all want something different. If there's one thing to bring your family to the table, ain't nobody gonna bring your family to the table like a Mickey D. You haven't got time, the kids are hungry, the kids are screaming, the house is a mess. Who has time to open up a fridge or the pantry if you're in the States? Who has time to worry about what am I gonna eat? All that food noise is something that GLP-1 and research and science has shown it can quiet, and it is amazing because you're like, wait, I'm not worried about what I'm gonna eat. I'm not worried about where my next meal is. That food noise is for some, and for most is instantly suppressed. I will tell you, it doesn't mean that the weight disappears overnight, and we all know that annoyingly but true saying, right? We didn't gain the 10 pounds overnight, so we're not gonna lose it overnight. I mean, it's annoying, but it's true, isn't it? You know those people who annoy you with the truth, and you don't wanna hear it, but you know that it's true, but you pretend that you don't know it's true, and you don't wanna hear it. You come around full circle and you realize, oh,
Okay.
that's one of them sayings. You did not gain 10 pounds of fat overnight. It is not going to take you 24 hours to lose that 10 pounds of fat. I have to say this to myself too, okay? So the goal is to continually build habits that help you keep the weight off, not just whilst you're taking the medication, not just while you're needed to maintain the weight that you're at, but long term as you start to reduce your dose, or you start to reduce the time and amount that you're on it, instead of quick fixes and trying to just lose weight in 2 minutes. Secondly, what nobody tells you is you need to prepare before you ever pick up the pen. Before you even pick up the pen and put it into your body, you need to make sure that you are fully prepared. And that starts with your kitchen. What's in your fridge, what isn't in your fridge, what's in your pantry, or what isn't in your pantry. This is where you stock up on protein. Egg whites with the egg. I'm not saying replace egg with this. Have the egg and the egg whites together. Some high protein yogurts. These little snack boxes, I'll link them if anybody's interested. I've got these from Amazon. That chicken, 21 grams of protein in this little packet. I mean, oh, I'm coming to that age where I'm having to read like this. That keeps me full up in between breakfast and lunch. And that is nice in my little snack box. I can put this in my bag, my lunch bag, and then I'm good to go. If you've got these protein and fiber together, obviously you're not gonna have raw liquid egg whites and an apple together. No, I'm not saying that. Obviously you need to cook this. Somebody who likes oats, you can add some egg whites into the oats, and then you can stir it into the pan on a low heat so it doesn't cook and it becomes scrambled oat. scrambled egg white in oats. Please don't do that. But you're just putting it on low, so that gives you a quick dose of protein, and it will also slow down the glucose spike. So it's important to be intentional about drinking enough fluids. This is just a little 500 milliliter bottle of water, and I've already drunk one, but you have to make sure you're drinking at least 2 liters of water per day. If you gulp it down, it's going to make you feel like a band is stretching around your stomach. It's going to be really uncomfortable for a number of hours because the GLP-1 is actually working with and in your body to reduce those signals that you're hungry. And remember that the contents of the food stay in the GI tract a lot longer than they would normally, so it slows down emptying. That's why you need to increase your fiber. That's why you need to increase your water and your protein intake. Also, another thing, electrolytes. Because you are going to lose some percentage of muscle, that's why it's encouraged highly to do some strength training and to lift heavy. Obviously, if you're new to strength training, please don't go lift up a 50 kg dumbbell. Don't go and do that. And you can't even lift 2.5. You're going to hurt yourself. But you start with what works for you. Get some resistance bands. After you've done 2 sets, your booty will be burning. That's what was happening to me this morning. But you want to start light first, but so you're progressively overload to heavier weights, so that you can actually build muscle and you're retaining your muscle mass. So you're not just losing weight and muscle mass so you get that skinny gaunt look. You are preserving the muscle mass a lot longer and building muscle, especially by including things like this, having collagen, having electrolytes to reduce the cramps. Because if you've ever had a cramp in the nighttime and it's woken you up from your bed, I would not wish that feeling or that pain on my worst enemy. But if you're educated around some of the things that can happen, you're aware of it, so you can prepare yourself if you are out, for example, and you get caught unaware because you haven't had enough protein and you haven't had enough fiber, and when you've got that diarrhea, right, it waits for nobody. There's no amount of butt cheek clenching that you can do to stop it, because when it's ready to come, it's gonna come. And I know that's TMI, but I need to tell you the truth. I need to tell you at least 8 out of 10 people actually do report the nausea, and also depending on your doses. Sometimes it can depend on your doses, but not everybody gets it. But majority of the time, people are gonna get these things. It's better for you to be aware of that and to actually make sure you've got, remember when it used to be back in my day as a child, you used to have dialyte, but now you've got electrolytes to be able to replenish the extra water that you've lost in those loose and watery stools that you've had. So if you're increasing your fiber, that can help reduce that, but it is something that happens to a lot of people, especially in the first week, because your body is now adjusting to that medication. I'm drinking enough water to flush those things through, and I'm also getting fiber to help keep things moving. Third thing that other people don't tell you is to stop waiting for the perfect time. Now, after you've done your research, you've got your pen that's been delivered or prescribed to you, all that's left to do, right, is take it. But we might be like, what time am I going to take it? When do I have to take it? Should I take it then? Yeah, but she said this and she said that. It's okay to have questions of when to take it. Now, if you're with a good reputable provider, or it's been provided by your medical care professional, they will help guide you with this. I'm in the UK. Now, the supplier that I got mine with is called Voy. They are fantastic. Of course, you have to check with your medical care provider. This isn't to treat, diagnose, or cure you whatsoever. Please reach out to your medical care team for them to tell you whether or not this is safe for your body to do, which is something that I did also. Just take it. Make sure you take it after some food, because I took mine and I have to do that now every time I do it. I ate some breakfast and then I took it after that. And the reason why I wanted to do that was to reduce the nausea as much as I could. So now the third week in, I noticed that I don't have any nausea now. Almost 1 month of actually being on my GLP-1 journey is incredible. Those are the things that I would recommend to you if you're worried about when to take it, just take it. As long as you have something to eat in your body, what your healthcare provider recommends for you, because there are some people that can develop some side effects with that. Make sure you're well aware of all of the stuff that could go wrong. I think I've labored that point enough, isn't it? Let's go to number 4. Your first week isn't your forever. Now, I know that's a little bit of a tongue twister, and it's like, wait, what does that even mean? I'm gonna tell you. One of the things people think is exactly how they felt in the first few days is how their whole journey is gonna be. Now, if you watch my first video, that's exactly what I thought. Now, I'm in my 3rd week at the time of recording this video anyway. Now, I don't feel those symptoms because I know how to manage my body. That's because of my nutrition knowledge. Even though the GLP-1 helps suppress your appetite, you still need to eat, which leads me nicely to point number 5. You're still gonna need food. And this is something that I don't hear people talk about often, because what you end up doing naturally is like, right, I wanna lose the weight quick. I wanna lose as much fat as possible. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna eat bird food calories. Please don't do that. Eat food, okay? Don't stuff yourself, but eat food till your body is content. You have to have protein. Protein and water on this journey is non-negotiable. So that's the end of today's video. What was the biggest takeaway that you got from today's video? Let me know in the comments below, and I can't wait. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. Share this video with a friend who needs to hear it. And I, my friends, will see you in the next one.